All right, it is Sunday, October 15th, and it's my sister's birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Ashley. We are spending it in Gold Point.
Gold Point. It's supposedly haunted. So we'll see.
We will find out. Today was a really tough day for us. We finished the day with only a 66%, and that sucks. We feel like we've had such an amazing start to the rally, and here it is, the infamous day 3. When you compete in the rally, every competitor, whether you're a rookie or this is your 6th year doing it, you know about the infamous day 3. And day 3 just sucks. Basically, it's like every decision you make is the wrong decision. Every road you're on, it just feels like you just aren't in a flow. And that's really tough. It not only sucks the day of, but it makes an impact on the rest of your rally. Although the day is challenging, it's also really important how we recover and how we look at this tough day together as a team. All right, end of day 3. Truck's still in good shape. We finally made it to a warmer region. Check out that sunset. We are in Ridgecrest at Spangler. Today was a rough day, but we made it. Ready for the next day. And now we get to see our score from 2 days of not knowing. So here we go.
Yay!
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 Whoops, still learning. End of day 3. Where are we?
We're in Ridgecrest.
We made it to Ridgecrest.
We made it to Ridgecrest, base camp 2.
It's finally warmer.
Yes.
I'm in a short sleeve shirt.
Short sleeve.
And it's 6:41.
Yep.
So
crisp air is gone.
Today was a weird day. We had only half a day of checkpoints, and then we had a 4.5 hour transit. So the transit was kind of boring.
Yeah, a little bit.
However, the rest of the day wasn't boring at all.
No, I would not use that word. Not even close. It was a tough one. It was a tough morning. We started off really strong, and we nailed some black CPs, and then I ended up mismeasuring one time, and we got a wide miss. So we went back and fixed it. And that one I totally understand why and how it happened. But again, we had a second wide miss, and it was 100% my fault.
I called it too.
I should have known better. We after we left it, we played through the whole scenario again on what we did wrong, and we kept on moving forward as much as we can. And the end of the day got tight, but we ended up making our last green CP to then get on the Enduro Challenge and make it to base camp 2. So it ended good because we fixed the terror trip.
Yes.
Oh,
that is the highlight. We did fix the terror trip, like fix.
Yes.
So we switched the probes and we recalibrated. So we think is an issue. I think it was an issue with the probe.
Probe 1. Yes.
Probe 1. So we've done a pretty damn good job so far with the terror trip being not reliable, and now we feel really good about it.
Yes.
So. Yeah, today, so there is the thing called day 3 in the rally, and it's where your whole day just goes to shit. And that's essentially what happened to us. It could have been worse. We've fixed both of the wide misses, so essentially we only lost one point, but we then didn't get an additional, 19 points. So that's a lot to miss in a day. So we'll see. We'll see how the cards unfold. There's only day 3, so we still have days to go. We have 4 days to go.
We got tonight and tomorrow night we are here, and then we go on to a marathon leg. So tomorrow will be a nice big loop around Spangler, and we finally get a 50,000 map, which is fun.
We've spent some time in Spangler, training throughout the year. So, you know, it just, even though we don't know where checkpoints are, it gives us a good lay of the land and an understanding of how to read the terrain out here. Absolutely. So I feel like, you know, that's good for us. We have the bucket, and a couple things are going in the bucket tonight, and tomorrow we will start fresh. Yep. It sucks. It is hard. The competition's so fierce that, you know, you have to ride the middle. You can't have big mistakes. So we're just hopeful that this was it. The 2 wide misses were just the only thing, and that moving forward we can just keep slowly moving up. Yep. That's it. I'm just glad it's not as cold anymore. Of course, my sleeping pad has a hole in it.
Yes.
So of course, every year I end up sleeping on the ground.
Old Point wasn't our friend for the night.
But the truck is running good, and I'm just stoked that we're here and we get to keep pressing on.
Absolutely. Tomorrow's a new day.
Tomorrow's a new day. We'll see what day 4 has for us. See ya. Today is stage 4, and, you know, I'm waking up this morning having to let yesterday go and move forward with today.
Like we do every morning as a team, we wake up ready to give it our all. Every day is a new day. We got this.
We're stoked on our location. We are in the Spangler OHV area, and because this is relatively close to home for me and Rory, we have spent multiple weekends, lots of hours here in the Ridgecrest Spangler area.
That direction to the end of the fuel tank truck, and we'll take a quick heading.
So although we don't know exactly, of course, where the checkpoints are, we are familiar with the terrain. And what I know as the driver is that this terrain is really low and slow. We might not be covering a ton of ground, but it takes us a long time to get across the valleys and from each mountain to mountain.
Almost 4 kilometers. We're going to take a right-hand turn onto the other road, like another main road.
Okay.
There was another road I just wanted to check out before we got there. It was one just past 1.5.
Okay.
But it looks like it goes right into the mound, but the mound will go right up to 1x. I want to see how visual when we get to 1.5.
Okay.
What it looks like.
On the left?
On the right.
On the right, okay. So one thing we need to think about with route planning, or like what checkpoints we're going to go to, is that it's really slow in here.
Okay.
So I don't know if we just want to try and go for like the highest scoring stuff and leave the littles on the table, or...
Yeah, let's go ahead and get to 1x, and maybe we'll check the CP guide there.
Okay.
So this is 0.24. Okay, we're going to head north. So I'm going to zero out here. Okay. And so from here...
We got this. We can come back up. This area is super whipped out. Because it's an OHV park, there are no rules on where we can and cannot drive. And that's just the rule of the park. So people come out here with their UTVs, they come out here with their motorcycles. And so there are what we want to call roads everywhere, going in every direction. And none of them, or almost none of them, are actually on the map. So today, it is all about heading and distance. Even though we can't follow an exact trail, it is my job to get out, take a heading, and be able to follow that heading the distance that Rory has measured on her map.
So this is our 12X later on. So we have a cross in our rocks. We know where that's at. That's exactly where I have 12X plotted. Bitchin', okay. We're gonna continue to 3.15. They'll be able to hold up to check it. Love that though, that was spot on.
Awesome. Terror trip is on.
Yeah, and the mound was there on the other side. Small mound there, perfect.
After a rough day 3, we're not ready to give up. Day 4 is here, and it's time to put our heads back in the game. Time to start putting the pressure back on. There's a lot of game left to be played.
This road, it goes directly at that guy that we're looking at.
Yep.
And there's that one guy next to him. And then our 1X is gonna be, if we take this in, like a half a kilometer on this road, we should see this formation.
Okay.
And it's gonna be out in front of that formation.
Okay.
So we can take this road about, I'd say about 0.4, 0.5 kilometers. And then we'll start seeing that formation and we can go out in front of it.
Okay. Our checkpoint guide shows us that the end of day has some really high scoring checkpoints. We need every point that we can get. So we have planned out our day and we have really crushed it on time so that we can utilize extra time on those last checkpoints. Those checkpoint numbers are vital. That's 0.45.
Okay. There. Bitchin'.
I just need.
Yep.
Do you feel good?
Yep.
Okay.
Do it here.
And then just reset so I can, please. I guess I could have just parked it now.
Okay. And okay, we're gonna continue. We're gonna go up a little bit, continue on the road that they probably just turned off on. So we're 1X here. There's a road that comes in and it's gonna go boop, boop, and then directly on top of that guy. So about 3.6. Got it.
Okay.
3.6.
So I do have it towards these rocks.
Okay, so go ahead and head up on the top side of that. You know that rock mound is going to be where our CP is at for our back heading.
We have to capture the ultimate comeback.
I like where your head's at. Okay, 0.69. I love you, Shelby Hall.
Yeah, really slow going. So I think we need to be really thoughtful of the CPs we choose. Based on closing times.
I mean, I haven't plotted wrong on the tippy top of this.
Okay. Okay, let's see if we can take a heading. One of the tasks that I have picked up this year is being the one to take headings. So Rory uses her map, she grabs her plotter, and she uses that plotter to determine what the heading is from our location to where we're heading next. From there, I take that heading, that number, the degree, and I input that into my compass. I stand outside the vehicle and I want to line up my compass to the heading that she has given me. And that tells me, as the driver, where I need to end up. Rory then measures the distance, and that distance is typically as the crow flies. I have the apex at 175 in front of the truck.
Perfect.
Okay. We can't drive as the crow flies, so we have to add in what the road is doing. If it's windy, if we're changing elevation, we have to increase that distance. And for us, really, that is just an educated guess.
All right, to our next CP, it's a heading of, just so we can get a general idea of where we're going. And this is gonna be another black.
Okay.
153. That direction.
Okay, so see the triangle guy?
Yes.
It's the one in the pushed back, but the first one to the left.
Of the triangle guy?
Yes. This is our day. We f***ing got this. F***ing got this. Not just got this, we f***ing got this. Okay, we're headed south.
Okay, it looks like there's a road that's gonna kick right towards him.
Okay.
I see it. Or right, to cut them in half, which is awesome. Yep. Fantastic. I am definitely not, I'm to the side of him, not to the top part, but I'm right at the topo line that gets...
I mean, we can at least go up there and get a visual.
Totally. You see how there's like one little mound here and then there's another, it kind of goes up again? Little step right here in front of us?
Yes.
I feel like it's gonna be on that topo line.
On this first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at least in the way we can get a better visual too, a little higher.
And this is a black, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and then you can pull off right here. I know
Okay.
there's some girls coming over on my right side, so just a heads up. And then we'll take a back heading to the road we came down on. Yeah, okay.
It was the tallest one, right?
Yes. With the windy road coming down, we're gonna be just to the left side of that windy road.
Yep, spot on.
Of 153, spot on?
I didn't change my heading, but
Perfect.
I'll double check.
Okay.
The only other thing that we kind of have to take a heading on for our other direction are these guys.
So my T is like just above that, so if anything, it would have probably been a little bit farther that way. I mean, I'm not even 0.05.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm glad I like redid it and I was like, oh, interesting, it does want me further over.
Just a little bit. Okay, and now from here, we're heading to 4.
Okay, and 4 is another black.
Yes, and it's right along the railroad tracks.
One of my goals is to really focus on the checkpoint guide and make sure that we are hitting all of our checkpoints with plenty of time to move on to the next checkpoint. I feel like one of the hiccups from our day 3 was time management. And it is my job to make sure that our team is staying on track and hitting all of our checkpoints in a timely fashion so that we don't end up in a time crunch. That time crunch is hugely stressful. And that's where we start really having to leave a lot of points on the table when we haven't managed our time correctly. I am keeping a solid eye on the time and the checkpoint guide.
Got your reference, Jay?
Yeah, there's kind of nothing right at it, but very close.
Okay, good, good, good.
So let me get turned around and then we can reset.
Absolutely.
We are on the move. I am so glad that Rory and I were able to put day 3 in the past and charge forwards. We are in a familiar area and ready to move forward. We're ready to have a really awesome day. I am having a blast. We're laughing. We are on a good roll, covering a ton of ground today. I am so proud of Rory. I'm so proud of our teamwork. We've been crushing it all day. We've been really on a super tight time schedule and working together so good as a team. And now here we are. We have reached a metaphorical crossroads. There is a surprise challenge, and we don't know what this surprise challenge is. All we know that is if we want to partake in this challenge, we have to give up our maps for the day, and they're going to give us new maps. I'm leaving this one up to Rory to make the decision if she wants to move forward with this challenge or not.
We were just handed a 60,000 map that we've never, ever been given before. We've had a 25,000 map, not a 60.
So we don't have scales for this.
Nope.
This size map. So Rory had to make her own scale.
2.
Rory decided to take on this challenge, and oh my gosh, it is quite the challenge. We are given a map with very little detail on it. It actually looks like the photocopier ran out of ink. So not only is it really faint lines, but the rally has actually removed additional information. Again, this is all about heading and distance, and we're gonna just do the best we can.
Decimal minutes. Okay, converted to from minute seconds to decimal minutes, so I don't have to make a new ruler on that note. All right, here we go.
The map is in a 60,000 scale, which is not a normal traditional scale. So Rory does not have a 60,000 ruler or scale. So she's having to figure out how to make a scale on the fly. This is definitely taking us a lot longer than we had expected, and I'm feeling the heat. I have made it my job this year to be in control of our time management, and although we've had an amazing first 3/4 of the day and have followed our goal of keeping all of our previous checkpoints tight on a time frame, that way we had extra time in the afternoon, this challenge of having to make a scale is really eating up a lot of that time. It's taken us about an hour just to get the scale on point. Then Rory needs to plot these points, and now we have to navigate to them.
It's scary story time. All right, it is Tuesday, October 17th.
Alrighty.
And it is the end of day 4.
End of day 4?
Which is crazy.
We're already halfway through the rally.
Yeah. So tell us about day 4.
Day 4. Oh man, day 4 started off super strong. We woke
Yeah.
up. We woke up ready to come back with vengeance.
Yep.
And we definitely were. We're still unsure of where we sit, but we tried really freaking hard today. We changed our strategy. To where we weren't rushing for time, and we did amazing. Shelby, she kept us on track all day long with time, truly. And then we were thrown. Okay, I'm gonna be nice. A little curveball. It was a little more of an FU, but we wanted to take the challenge, and the challenge was a little extra. And
So we didn't know what the challenge was until you were already committed. So you didn't get to
prepare.
hear it out. It was just like, are you in or are you out?
So we chose to go in.
And the reason that we chose to go in was because the last 4 checkpoints were worth a lot more points. And, it's a numbers game, and we needed to try and make up for yesterday. So we said yes.
And we hustled to get there, and then the challenge was a 60,000 map with absolutely no detail. So we had to create our own scales because I was not prepared for a 60,000. But I figured it out, and we ended up getting to 1 CP, which we're almost positive is ours, so we'll find out tonight for sure.
She did amazing. It was just like you had to think so quickly in the moment, make a scale. So not only to measure, to plot, but to measure the distance. So it was definitely tricky. And being out here in the Spangler Ridgecrest area, if you know the area, it is so rough. It is just whooped out.
And can be confusing with multiple roads that are not on the map. So you have to be on it every step of the way.
So definitely I had some tears today, just frustration of, I tried really hard to learn from the mistakes that we made yesterday and correct them today, and just kind of felt like it bit us in the butt. But we don't know that yet.
But we tried really hard today. We pushed really hard today, and from on the outside, a lot of the people at base camp said that we were crawling our way up, so we're not sure where it's at, but they could see that we were trying hard.
Yep, and Rory was spot on with navigation today. We were fast, we were efficient, and we had fun. I had fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Up until that last green CP, it was really fun, just on a roll. We did take, we slowed down a little bit today, took more headings just to really verify where we were, but we'll find out. So our Terra trip is back on.
Yes.
So we are super stoked that we figured that out.
Enduro was great.
Yeah, the Enduro was great.
It was great.
We had one little hiccup, but I think we've recovered from it. So It was great. We went to Trona, we saw the pinnacles, and I think probably a lot of teams went for the challenge, and I don't think it was hugely successful for most people. So I don't know. We'll find out. And it's crazy that tomorrow is day 5. So tomorrow we pack up. We were here for 2 nights. We pack up and we have a marathon stage tomorrow.
Not sure exactly where yet, but we'll find out soon.
We also got to shower.
Wash our hair.
Shower. And man, that feels good. Wash away.
Whole new person.
Yep. So there's still time to kick butt. We hope that we're the ultimate comeback story.
We're gonna be the comeback kids.
So you're awesome.
You're awesome. We're awesome.
We're awesome.
Desert Roots.
Bye.